I'll just I'll just give it a shot. Let's see if it's good enough.
How are you?
It's called.
What's you editing?
I was editing Dexter. What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Police are speaking with 13-year-old Hunter and his twin brother Levi, and while they appear clueless now, one of them has just committed a gruesome murder.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department.
I don't know what's going on. Neither do I.
As the weeks-long investigation continues,
left guy.
detectives discover that these are no ordinary boys. One of them has spent years obsessively researching serial killers like Ted Bundy. Now he believes he's executed the perfect murder and can outsmart police. But a series of childish mistakes would cause his violent fantasies to slowly come to light, leaving his family and the entire town in utter shock as the monster they feared turns out to be a 13-year-old boy.
Find that fool.
Wait,
Yes.
wrong guy.
Die.
It's not possible. There has to be someone who planted evidence.
What happens now? He's only 13.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
What the fuck? Yo, stop spoiling too much. The narrator
It's 2
guy.
a.m. in the small village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight, a 13-year-old boy decides this is the night he becomes a serial killer.
It's always a
For
bit too much.
years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away the following week, he's finally ready to put everything he's learned into action. At 2:30 a.m., he slips out of his house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door. Once inside, the 13-year-old puts on a pair of gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA. He moves silently through the house before approaching the bedroom of an elderly woman. At 2:40, he begins strangling her, but despite months of preparation, he quickly realizes this will be far more difficult than he expected, because when the woman wakes up, she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead, killed at the hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in his own bed, as if nothing ever happened.
Okay, actually, what the
It's
fuck though?
just past 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Many Fairfax residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
All right, sir, I have help coming out there for her, okay? Do you know that
Okay, thank you.
might want to harm her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line is 61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny, insisting his sister had been murdered.
Wait.
Something almost unheard of in this area. Moments later, first responders arrive at the house, unaware they are not only walking into a carefully
awful.
staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby, watching police's every move.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out. We'll do confirmation stuff here.
Is this confirmed?
Hey, I don't know. We believe this is a murder, so camera on.
It's on. It's been on since I hit my lights.
Hold. Rigger.
Just try to touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys got to do.
Yeah, no. So you have blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know. The dispatch said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about
Peroxide and cleaning
a lot of cleaning chemicals.
Pepto-Bismol.
Did you drink it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want?
Rigor modus.
We have rigor.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila may have taken her own life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police. However, what officers spot next would flip this theory upside down.
Chat.
It's just it's a female DOA under me.
He's just building the video's interests, like
all over her face and some chemical
hair underneath, blood and hair underneath her fingernails.
Blood splatter around the bed. The guy that found her said the door was open, and he said that he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So
we'll get.
I don't see blood from her. So that might not be from her. Who knows? That's police work. I don't mean to overstep.
No, you're good.
Pills?
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
While the blood and hair beneath Sheila's fingernails certainly raise suspicions, investigators still refuse to rule out the possibility of this being self-inflicted. But before they send Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them. They're baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with that statement alone, he has unknowingly made himself their first suspect. So they decide to ask him a few questions.
How you doing, sir? I mean, obviously not great. I'm
what else they have?
Police department. When's the last time that you do you know? Yesterday, do you know what time about, or did you talk to her or see her?
I seen her, and actually, 7:09 p.m. is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything? No. I mean, mentally, physically?
No,
nothing at all.
She's pretty happy.
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they first got here that you thought, like, she's
she's laying on the bed with her legs spread, and it looked like there was blood, and her head had stuff on top of it, like someone tried to smother her, and she looked like they ripped her thing open, and I yelled at her, and I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever, and I just turned around and walked out. I'm like,
Interestingly, Daryl never mentions performing CPR, and while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure. And right here comes the second lucky break for the teen killer.
We've seen a lot of these
because
videos.
Every good murder needs a fall
The
guy,
reaction to seeing somebody that's like dead, what even though they're not involved, ranges from fucking
in the bait with
very
Daryl.
wide range.
Shortly afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy results. But as investigators leave the house, they would overlook a crucial piece of evidence. Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch.
But you
a
should definitely
seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence used to solve the entire case.
Because of how big it is.
1 week
that's too easy.
And then comes the update investigation.
That's too easy. Chat, because of how late. Hold on. Chat, think about that. Because of how small the wrist is, right? That narrows down. Let's say you would know it was a kid.
Investigators have been waiting.
Look at the neighborhood.
The forensic and DNA results arrive, completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck before ultimately being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her fingernails are traces of blood and tufts of hair, DNA belonging to an unknown male. With these disturbing findings, there is no longer any question. This is a homicide. So early Monday morning, officers returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged, and anyone with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident by the hour, knowing the victim had absolutely no enemies. And as police begin surveying the neighborhood, they have no idea which interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
So you're one of the trusted family members. What we're doing is getting elimination DNA from anybody we talk to, as long as you're willing.
Now that I mentioned it, and who spoke and interacted with this person saying this and bragging about this, and why didn't they report, and who those people are?
Thank you very much. And then how about your hand? Just let me double check
These
your
people are
hands. I know you
vulnerable
work
to
with them on the
society.
other side. Yeah, that's great.
I can't believe they haven't got a lead or anything.
There's a lot going on, I'll say. So this is just part of the process.
Here's my card before I forget, in case you have anything else or need to reach out. My email and phone number's on there.
Find that fool.
Yes.
And he needs to die.
Yeah.
Capital punishment.
I wish we did that more often, to be honest with you. So.
I mean, you know, if he gets out, he's going to do it again. You can't cure that.
Fix that. Yeah.
You don't fix that.
I agree. Okay, you're good there.
Oh, that wrong you did to kill that boy.
This is a pain in the ass, man, but I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing, or?
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
but
from what I've heard, you know, the guy down in that new house over there, and a couple others, I've been out here having my cigarette.
Sure.
I hear, I think the brother did it. They're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm
Whoa.
like, what?
They think the brother did it, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Why? Any reason why they think that?
I don't know.
Huh?
That's just speculation right now.
That's interesting.
Somebody saw something, right?
After speaking with more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother, Daryl, is responsible.
Oh, gossip.
With this as their
They end up being right because they probably had problems over with the neighbors, or whatever, and they would exchange some words, and they probably had some. And then they just throw that out there because that's the only person that they know had problems with that person.
only real lead, another team of officers led by Special Agent Richard Ward makes a surprise visit to Daryl's house, less than a mile away. And for the actual killer, the plan appears to be working even better than he imagined. Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl. For now, though, officers
neighborhood
have
gossip,
just arrived
they
at
usually get it
Daryl's
right then.
house, where it would soon become clear just how lucky the kid got and why Daryl makes the perfect fall guy.
No? Oh, they're not right? Okay, sorry.
I have
I know.
not
I know, Daryl.
straightened anything out. And now I got more to deal with.
Oh, you weren't lying.
Yeah. Well, these are right here, all these boxes.
Where do you hang out at?
Come in here.
Oh.
Hey, I need to ask you a favor. Just, I want to, remember I got your swabs. I need you one more thing. Could you just show me your shirt, underneath your shirt, that you don't, I just want to make sure, I want to satisfy myself. I don't think you'd ever hurt anybody.
No, special assistant.
Okay, throw your shit back on.
Hold on. Chad, the audio track for this video, I'm pretty sure is the background music of Plague Inc. Listen to it.
No, special assistant.
Okay, throw your shit back on. So you have any idea when the funeral's going to be?
Well, we don't have.
They won't release the body yet?
I don't know. Nobody's contacted us. I was going to send you a message this morning and say we are okay with that because we want this person caught.
Right.
Suffice it to say, Detective Ward is taken aback by Daryl's unusual living situation, but still, no scratches. And so the investigation takes a step back. There is seemingly no one they can tie to the murder. No enemies, no leads, nothing. But that's because they're looking at this crime completely the wrong way. With the investigation at a standstill, officers canvassing the area continue knocking on doors until they reach the neighbor directly across the street, just 50 feet from the victim's home.
Hold on.
It's one of the homes where no one answered earlier, and as they approach the front door, the homeowner, Rebecca, steps outside, unaware that in the next few minutes, her life is about to be turned upside down.
So I don't know when it actually happened. I know that we saw like the trucks or cars or whatever on Sunday. So and actually Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. We had to run to the ER because my son, the cat, I guess, was sleeping on his face, and they startled each other in the dark.
Oh man!
And it scratched him, and so we were worried that it could be bad or infected. And so
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't a big deal, but it was just like traumatizing, and I was like, everybody get in the car.
Just a few feet away, 13-year-old Levi Cart looks through the living room window and notices his mother speaking with police officers. Panicking, he pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his room.
Hey!
Panicking.
Joe Bartolome? You watching Joe Bartolome?
He pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his room, and locks the door. Back outside, officers begin piecing things together. The boy with fresh scratches across his body could very well be tied to Sheila's murder. In a few moments, detectives will step inside to follow up on this lead. But what they will soon find will defy their expectations. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you've realized just how much people are forced to carry. Inside Rebecca's house. Unknown to them, what they are about to find inside will be nothing like they expect.
Do you care if we come in, or you want them to come?
It was added.
God, I was feeling stressed out. Alright, I do have 2 cats though, so.
No problem.
Come on in. Hey guys.
Hello.
Now, what game is that? Chad, what game is he playing?
Do you wanna come out here or no? Why? I haven't been really transparent about what happened across the street, and people who are investigating are
Wow, that person is a weird shape.
talking to everybody, and they just want me to talk to everybody who lives. Hey bud, can I talk to you? Do you want to talk in the living room or do you want to talk in your room? There are people who are here to talk about something that happened in that tree earlier this week.
I know. What game are you playing over there?
You gaming?
Yeah, he is.
Dexter?
Oh, he's cap cutting.
Oh, editing.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
That's cool.
Now you are
Hunter.
Hunter.
Do you want to come sit down?
Yeah.
He's doing what?
Naturally, this is not the suspect the detectives were hoping to see, as 13-year-old Hunter Cart enters the room. Realizing they may have jumped to conclusions, the detectives still begin to question the boy.
He's a clipper.
Perhaps he knows something after all.
So we're with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and we're just talking to people to see if they might have heard or seen anything unusual that happened over the weekend.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry?
Why don't you stop me there?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother got into an injury and he had to go to the ER.
Yeah,
I got really
heard.
sick and started vomiting and stuff.
Wait.
So
How are you feeling?
That
Getting better?
A lot better. But
That's good.
that whole day was just kind of a blur for everybody. Unless it's something that happened a long time ago that's memorable. It's not really something I remember unless it is really, really brought up.
Although Hunter is unable to provide any new details, he seems fairly cooperative and willing to help. His twin brother Levi, on the other hand, is still in his room, refusing to come out. Earlier, their mother had mentioned Levi was editing Dexter, a crime drama centered around a vigilante serial killer, a show both detectives are all too familiar with. And it's here that detectives would begin to realize their initial hunch about Rebecca's sons may not have been a coincidence after all.
It's usually never quick, but that's actually
Hey,
pretty quick.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello.
Oh, you're coming out now?
What you editing?
I was editing Dexter. Sometimes I edit.
Yeah.
But
He likes to make videos for TikTok.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yo, I'd actually like to see what kind of videos he edits though, chat. Let me get it. Something where it's like, oh yeah, like I killed this person. Giga chat, bum 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 bum. It's like Dexter. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's perfect that it is, no?
We just
Oh, that's
we
pretty
both
good.
startled each other because my bed was right there.
Yeah, his bed was out here
and
until
all the lights were off.
Oh, okay.
So we've been knowing for a while that we needed to cut their nails. Hunter's been saying that for
I know.
a long
I
time.
felt so guilty because I had
So
to.
Right.
us moving, I mean, we know everybody knows that cats just
GG.
are awkward. So us moving, Marshmallow being weird because we're moving, and
Is Marshmallow the cat?
Yes. And
Well, I don't want to be 100 hair older, okay? But you ask any other teenager that, he'll say, yeah, the fucking cat scratched me. He'll say, yo, I went to fucking cut his nails. Bitch ass scratched me with his like.
we had a like a
As you know, cats are creatures that like.
packed it up, so that's also probably another thing. So yeah, me and him just randomly startled each other. He scraped me on the neck
I'm not sure if you can see
No,
it.
okay. Where else did you get it?
He kind of scraped me on my face a little bit.
5.
And then mainly my nose. And I was
nose
trying
was
to
the
clean
scary
my...
one.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
trying
Two
to
scratches.
stitch myself up.
Yeah,
it was
5
like-
stitches.
It was pretty deep.
Pretty deep.
It hurts
So
on your nose there.
we went back to the house after we got out of the doctor. And then that's when we saw the ambulances. I don't know, a lot of it's a blur because I tried to clean myself up. So I was distracted in the shower.
Okay.
Interestingly, both brothers used the same word, blur, when recalling the incident. And while traumatic events, even something like death of a neighbor, can affect memory, what catches officers' attention far more is the way Levi seems to over-explain what happened.
Yeah, that's what I
He
thought.
claims the deep scratches came from a fight with a house cat, something officers find difficult to believe given the severity of the wounds. So, with this in mind, detectives believe that despite their young age, the brothers have given them enough probable cause to take the next step.
I mean, yeah.
The detectives ask to speak with Rebecca outside for a moment, where they request permission to collect DNA from both of her sons. Without much hesitation, she agrees. But when the three of them return, one of the brothers would have a very different reaction to being tested.
Do you mind if I come? I can explain it to you.
Yeah,
So it's pretty.
he's feeling a little
Chat, for all the lawyers out there, chat, guys, let's say the cop, they said no, but the cop had rubbed his arm by accident on one of the jackets on the wall, and it had the hair of the family members. Would that be admissible?
Yeah, I just feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I don't want to...
So have you seen any like crime shows or anything? You know how we kind of do our job.
Oh,
The medical stuff's a little different than the law enforcement stuff.
This stuff is awful.
But
Coroners,
I
no.
don't know if she explained to you, but we're just gonna swab your cheek, and it's not gonna go in any database or anything. But we're gonna compare it against stuff that we have. That makes sense.
Wait, you logged. Wait, hold on. You logged down and closed his PC. Hold on.
I can explain it to you.
Yeah,
So it's pretty.
he's feeling a little overwhelmed by this.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I don't want to...
So have you seen any like crime shows or anything? You know how we kind of do our job.
Oh,
The medical stuff's a little different than the law enforcement stuff. But I don't know if she explained to you, but we're just gonna swab your cheek, and it's not gonna go in any database or anything. But we're gonna compare it against stuff that we have. That makes sense.
Okay.
And it will take 2 seconds. It's just a
Do I have to
inside
do
the
it?
cheek. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
But obviously, we're asking everybody on the street, and it would
Happy
be super helpful if you could.
My friend Marino thinks her cutie.
Alright.
77,777
And you're
to the power of
Levi, right, or
777,777.
Lewis.
Oh, man.
It'll be easier if you sit down for your legs.
I don't have to do it first.
I can do it.
I'll show you.
guys are going to count first.
Wait.
I can be the guinea pig too. It's whatever.
Of course, I just mixed that all the way for it.
The detectives proceed to take
Yo!
DNA swabs from both brothers, though Hunter and Rebecca are clearly far more willing to cooperate than Levi. But what one of the brothers doesn't seem to realize is that the more he talks, the more the Cart brothers begin to look less like witnesses and more like suspects.
Lewis has a few scars on his back, but it's just from the surgery.
Yeah, because my...
Oh, let's see.
Oh yeah, you could show them.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, it
wow.
looks pretty
I never noticed.
minimally invasive.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, I have worse
Hunter's always
scars than that.
Yeah, it
So.
didn't look like that. Yeah.
Sorry,
Very good.
I keep mentioning things
We
that
had a
you don't
good
mention
surgeon.
without your permission.
I find it
How does it feel to have
was,
three
yeah.
scars now?
Dr. Stevenson. It's where they go in and they
How does it feel to have three
test
scars
each
now?
nerve root that links to your leg.
What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Well, I can tell you this. It shouldn't have happened. And we need to figure out why it happened so that, hopefully we can keep it from happening again. Because we'd hate to miss some evidence. And if you've watched any TV, we don't want to be those cops that forgot to do this or look into that.
We have
And-
watched plenty.
You know what I
They
mean,
love
so-
watching the true crimes.
It's kind of like
I
TV,
like
but
brother.
it's a lot differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, especially my brother, know a lot. I would say, definitely my brother knows a lot about just the police in general.
He wants to go into the Marines when he gets older.
Nice.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
recruitment
cool.
is always there. Everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
I mean,
those are hard spots to fill anymore.
visibility I don't get.
Yeah, there's a spot for everybody, in my opinion.
Me and Lewis have both agreed that him especially is a lot more mature than most kids our age.
Oh, so you can handle this news.
You guys are handling it pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strangely, Hunter continues offering interesting details without being prompted, insisting that the teen brothers are far more mature than most kids their age. And when he brings up Levi's injuries, Levi becomes visibly uncomfortable, giving his brother a long, chilling stare. By the end of the interview, the twins no longer seem like ordinary kids to the detectives. Their fascination with true crime, gory shows like Dexter, Foggy Memory, and, of course, the hard-to-explain cat scratches on Levi all point
That
towards
many
something
stitches for
deeply
a cat scratch?
unsettling.
Come on,
With
bro.
DNA collected, investigators return to the station to brief the sergeant on everything they've uncovered. Now all they can do is wait for the DNA results from Daryl, the Cart twins, and several neighbors and family friends to come back the following day. Still believing a deranged killer may be at work, investigators know that until he or they are caught, no one in this quiet village is truly safe.
Oh yeah,
The next day,
parenting is.
the
I mean,
DNA
yeah, for
results
sure.
finally come in,
I always talk about
and
that.
investigators are stunned. Both of Rebecca's sons are a match, but that doesn't necessarily mean they were
What?
both at the scene. According to the forensic analyst, the lab cannot tell Levi's DNA apart from Hunter's
What?
because identical twins share the same STR markers. Needless to say, investigators are now facing an extraordinarily rare problem. But even with these findings, detectives struggle to process the facts that the suspects are only 13 years old. Not only would they have to
Wait,
be deeply
nothing?
disturbed, but they would also need the physical strength to carry out a crime this violent. Then again,
Oh, the
their
sequence
age
is
could also
short,
work in the investigators' favor. Teenagers are more likely to slip up, confess to friends or family, or leave evidence of their actions somewhere online. The problem is, detectives have enough probable cause for a search warrant, but not enough to formally detain Rebecca or either brother, something they absolutely cannot let the family realize. Nevertheless, they return to the family home, hoping they can persuade Rebecca to bring her sons to the station, allowing investigators to begin
course,
searching the
NBC.
house the moment they leave. But the situation is incredibly delicate. One wrong move could spook the family and shut down the entire investigation.
Hello, back.
Hi, we're back. Yeah.
Oh,
How are you?
I was,
You left your keys in the door.
We just walked in the house. Do you need to come in? What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be great. We have a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
Check in Discord.
Hi guys.
We just sat down to eat.
What'd you guys get?
Thanks.
Do you just need me or?
Yeah,
So,
are all three of you here?
are all three of you here? Yeah.
Lewis? You go
Do I need to be nervous? It's making me feel nervous.
Relax, you're okay.
You're good. Yeah. You want to take a seat
Canes.
somewhere?
Unopened canes.
It's okay. I'm gonna go sit down so it's a little less weird.
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah. You guys are good.
Okay.
It's gonna be soggy.
Do you guys want to sit down here? You be more comfortable?
Hey, Lewis.
Sure.
Did you get canes too?
Yes,
Yep.
we literally just walked in the door.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department. Just so we have a better area to talk.
Okay.
So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat, and then we'll head that way.
Clearly, detectives didn't arrive with a strong plan and are instead relying heavily on improvisation. Somehow, though, despite not having their answers fully prepared, they appear to be succeeding in getting the family to the station voluntarily. But that can only work for so
Chat,
long
you
before
tell me that nothing in the swab or let's say hair can be
someone
differentiated from
catches
twins
on.
when it's still.
Do we need to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling nervous about this. I don't.
You're welcome to call an attorney.
Also, like, do we have to go? Is this like a right now thing, or is it
We would like you to.
Yes.
It would make,
You don't have to do anything, I suppose.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I
These-
feel uncomfortable.
These detectives are so bad.
How about we
man.
get there, we can explain kind of what's going on, give you some more info, and you can always, you know,
Okay. Well, do you want to
have us
explain
explain
what's
some
going
more.
on before we head out there? And
Do you mind if we do that outside?
How?
Sure.
Because this the dismissive, I suppose, is an option that if somebody felt like they didn't want to do something, they would immediately go for that, and they could actually articulate it in a way that the parent or whatever, and then they'd be chilling. Like it has to be more of a no. Like yeah, don't have to, but it like you know what I mean. Like convince them.
Is that what you mean?
It'd be smart
all
too,
three of you
or like
outside, if
they have a
possible.
bunch of tactics, man.
We just needed,
They're not
to go over
without
some things in the
lying.
neighborhood with you, ma'am. If we could go back to Fifth so we don't have to sit in the rain.
Yeah.
And we got some pictures I want to show you, and I'll show you and your sons. And there's a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about. So, all right, you guys good?
Are we under suspicion for something? Or
We just want to talk to you. I think you guys could help us clear a lot of things up around here. So,
okay.
all right, let's go.
Hey, John.
A classic is we used to rule some people out, and it would make the job way easier on us, and we have to investigate way less if you guys just do this couple questions and then you guys are ruled out. Boom, easy.
Okay, that works. Before we get in, I just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's going to stick me, poke me, cut me. Yep. All right, actually, if you want to step over there to him right there. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me.
Okay, this Kane's ad is very long. Never seen an ad this long in my life, man.
All right, do have to put this on you for the whole 3 blocks we're on.
Maybe it's a walking ad.
So, I mean, but there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
It's all very, very unexpected.
My anxiety levels went through the roof.
Oh. I don't know why there's so many, like, police vehicles either.
Yeah, that's definitely what scared me. Seeing all the cops immediately pull up. Like, one person's there, didn't see that other cop pull up, and then
I was just like, why are they... What's the reason
I'm sure
for that?
I don't know, maybe it's an intimidation tactic.
I guess, but what?
I don't know why they
are they
would
trying to
intimidate us.
intimidate us? Right.
Miraculously, despite the detectives' sloppy handling of the situation and Rebecca's growing skepticism, they still managed to convince the family to come to the station. For now, they've purposely kept the twins together, hoping the
prediction,
cameras
only one did
might
everything.
catch something incriminating. But the brothers have seen this tactic before and say nothing, foolishly convinced they're outsmarting the police. Investigators have also just confiscated their phones and obtained house keys from Rebecca, allowing them to begin searching the home for any evidence tying the boys to the crime. But despite these small victories, this is where detectives would face a major reality check about their strategy. Upon arriving at the station, the twins are quietly escorted through a separate entrance and separated from their mother. The twins don't seem particularly worried, calmly following detectives into the interrogation rooms. But for Rebecca, the situation is very different, because the moment she's finally informed that her sons are about to be questioned without her present, all hell breaks loose.
I don't want food. I want to get us our lawyer and have my children stop being questioned without
Well,
a lawyer
I don't know
present
I don't know Ohio laws.
So let's make that happen.
I don't know who's doing what where.
Nope, but I can
Yep.
go get that figured out for you. It needs to happen right now.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll go today.
I got it.
They're my slippers. We just got home from the doctor's office
Those
in
look
Canes.
so
Jack,
comfy.
Jack, even if everybody's innocent, this is still perfectly okay, and it's okay apparent reaction. I mean, imagine your child is a fucking brain dead and completely incriminates himself for no reason when he actually didn't do nothing. How would you know? You don't know.
Amazon?
Not, yeah.
I find things on Amazon. People are so against it.
Really, I know you're being friendly. I need to know my children are not being questioned and that they have a lawyer. You didn't let us know that we were being detained.
You're not being detained. You're free to go.
No, you didn't let us know that you were detaining my children.
They're free to leave.
You did not. Right now? They're allowed to leave right now. Let's go. Right now.
Why are they answering though?
Right now, you said they're allowed to leave. Yes or no?
You cannot take them.
Clearly, this.
Okay, these cops don't even know the law either. I mean, this is just sad. I mean, these cops, their plan is so bad, they don't even know if their plan complies with the law. I'm confused. I think they're stalling for what?
This is not how detectives hoped things would go. Rebecca is furious, and not without reason. The detective just admitted that the boys are free to leave, yet does nothing when Rebecca demands exactly that. On top of that, her phone has been confiscated, making it impossible for her to even call the lawyer. It's here that the risk behind the detective's strategy, or lack thereof, becomes impossible to ignore. The advantage of this approach is that by withholding the real reason the boys are there, detectives limit the information the suspects can tailor their stories to, making contradictions and inconsistencies much easier to catch later. That said, when those suspects are minors and detectives need their mother's cooperation, this strategy can quickly backfire, undermining trust and damaging the legitimacy of the entire process.
Why not? They should have tried. Oh yeah. Show her that they're gonna go and be separate and be questioned by themselves, right? With her approval. And if not, then actually just question with her presence. I mean,
unsurprisingly,
now
Rebecca's
they talk all
outrage
thing, now
is
they're
only
gonna get
beginning as she storms out of the interrogation room in search of anyone willing to tell her what's really going on.
Are you accusing them of murder?
I am not.
Is that why they're being detained? Because they're under suspicion for murder?
They're questioning to find out if they know any additional details.
How would they know anything? Unless you were accusing them of murder and you think that they murdered someone.
Maybe they saw something.
I'm saying this whole charade, the way we've gone about this and approached it and slowly showed things to me because
just
I've
bad
asked
cops is what it is.
questions
I
and
mean,
not because you were
so-
transparent, is not okay. It literally just says we have the ability to search all of your belongings. It doesn't say
For what reason would they want to search the vault?
it says for murder.
Because we're investigating the murder of the neighbor.
Yeah, and my 13-year-olds have not murdered anyone.
Okay, well, we're trying to find further information that was divulged yesterday to put the pieces together.
So I'm not going to be told anything.
Yeah, yo, I was about to say, why would this guy pick up the phone when clearly they don't have a plan, right? And they're on their last leg here. This guy exits the lobby. I mean, what the fuck is bro doing?
Why am I not being questioned?
We would love to talk to you if you would be willing to talk.
I'm literally standing here waiting.
Well, we were trying to talk to you, but you want to make phone calls and do all those things. If you'd like to talk, we can talk.
You're well aware.
Yo.
Hey. A lot. And nothing, because they're not telling me anything.
Well, I would assume because
I asked for a lawyer for the boys. He's saying because we talked yesterday.
I'm asking him. Calm down.
Sorry, I'm really worked up.
I mean,
I'm not-
I understand. I understand. You have every right to be worked up. I'm just trying to sort it out.
All right, I'll let you do
So
your thing.
under what grounds are they being questioned? What prompted them?
There was a
to be
murder
brought
that
up?
happened across the street.
I understand that, but what specifically about our boys is causing you guys to bring them to the station?
They don't have to articulate
Those
that.
details I don't know because those investigators know more about that than I do.
Are you guys bringing in every neighbor?
They shouldn't
We
articulate
did 25 yesterday. I know myself and another agent.
To the station.
Well, I don't know how many people got brought here. We're also doing a search warrant at the house too. So
They should if they want it on their side.
Search warrant for her house and who else?
Well, the search warrant is for the house and the vehicle on the property.
Our house and vehicle.
Okay. Were there other search warrants for other
Not that I'm aware
neighbors?
of.
You guys are questioning two 13-year-old boys.
Well, we're not. Someone is.
Why not just
You're
say-
absolutely correct. But I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is why we need our lawyer down here now. We need to make this happen. I don't have a phone. So this needs to happen on your end. Immediately. Whoever we call.
After getting little to no
Yo,
answers from the
these guys at any given point should have they should have just said, oh yo, wait in the lobby and go to some room and make up a plan that actually has some form of goals or some method and some fallback. Like these guys are like, they have zero idea what they're doing.
detectives, the twins' father calls a lawyer, hoping he can intervene. But even with legal counsel now on the way, detectives press forward with the interviews, fully aware of the risk they're taking. At the same time, ever since the boys left with the police, a search of their
The risk. Oh my god, bro.
Home has been underway, and very soon it will begin yielding crucial evidence for the interrogations.
Guys.
As both brothers wait for their interrogations to begin, it quickly becomes clear that one of them is about to be treated very differently. Because Hunter had been significantly more talkative the day before, detectives opt for a more casual, friendly approach, and even his interrogation room reflects that. Levi, on the other hand, is placed in a cold, cramped room, subjected to the kind of interrogation tactics typically reserved for an adult suspect. Based on the scratch marks alone, detectives strongly suspect Levi is the killer, but there is still nothing ruling out the possibility that Hunter may have helped him, especially after learning that Levi has significant mobility issues. Now, with a lawyer on the way to the station and two furious parents pacing out.
Look, it says no requirement for parent guardian presence during police questioning minors. True or false?
Side, the clock is ticking, so detectives split into two groups to question the boys simultaneously. And as the questioning begins, Hunter's interview escalates far quicker than expected, because there's something he needs to get off his chest.
Just so you know, I don't feel pressured doing this.
You don't?
Of course I feel a little pressured.
Chat, this is why I don't agree with the law. This is bad, because the children wouldn't know what is best for them. They're brain dead, so they're put in a spot where lawyers coming in, sure, but now these are in limbo. Now these are at a severe disadvantage. Let's say this guy didn't do it, or the other didn't do it, right? There's a lapse of time when the lawyer's coming in that he might feel pressured. He has to answer something. He might incriminate himself when he didn't do it.
I don't feel like I have to sign those.
Okay.
I just know it's more suspicion is put on me if I don't answer any questions. So.
Yeah, we're here to talk, ask questions, get your story.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
I know you told Lauren a little bit.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't think my brother would be able to do anything like that. But because that day he got scratches on his face, because of that day it all seems like a very wide coincidence, because of course his face was scratched by a cat. We talked about it, and it certainly looks like Lewis has the coincidences are there.
At this early stage of the interview, Hunter, completely unprompted, begins talking about the scratch wounds, which he believes are the most concrete evidence against his brother. But while he frames it as a coincidence, back at the house, police executing the search warrant notice something that immediately casts doubt on the story. On Rebecca's bed, they find the family cat, Marshmallow, sitting completely calm. But more importantly, the cat's claws seem far too small to match the injuries on Levi. This information is relayed back to detectives at the station where Hunter and Levi are being interviewed. And while Hunter appears eager to talk, Levi's interview is moving far more slowly, as detectives focus on building rapport and choosing their words extremely carefully.
Even if you cut it after you got scratched, it would still be fresh cuts on the claws, and that's the difference between short claws and cut claws.
So seeing just how much more talkative Hunter is, investigators keep their focus on him for now, hoping he can offer further insight into his brother, or perhaps even turn on him.
He had extra, red scratch marks on his face. I mean, that seems obviously suspicious, but like I said, I don't think he could do something like that.
Also, how do you get scratched that many times?
But this makes me feel really upset because a lot of evidence is piled up against him, but I mean, I don't know if you guys suspect him of anything, but I truly don't believe he could do anything like that. Even though he has all these things.
Is he special?
About anything like that with you? Because we agree
anything like what?
Special?
About
yeah.
hurting somebody, or when he gets triggered, he gets upset and acting out and just saying things, or I don't know how he behaves when he's triggered.
No, like I said, no, he doesn't behave weirdly when triggered. He just doesn't. He's just quiet. It's upsetting for him. He started crying when he got back to this house because he said he never gave us an explanation as to why he's triggered, but
Interestingly, although Hunter describes the suspicious behavior he's noticed from his brother, he continues to insist that Levi could not actually be responsible for the murder. But detectives can't tell whether his reaction is genuine or part of a calculated effort to distance himself from the crime. At this stage, though, they're fairly certain Levi is the culprit and decide it's time to stop speculating and focus on something more concrete. So they turn to a key piece of evidence Hunter can't deny. Something they had kept hidden from the twins. A watch recovered from beneath Sheila's body. One investigators initially dismissed, but now strongly suspect belongs to one of...
They're dismissed? What do you mean dismissed? I'm so confused. Wait, a watch that neither of the residents have, that doesn't fit either of their arms?
The two boys. And whether he realizes it or not, what he says next would seal their fate.
It's right there.
You recognize that?
that's Lewis's farm. That's Lewis's watch.
Lewis's watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me widen it out. That's the picture. What do you think?
This line of questioning, man, I can't. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Try to take some deep breaths, okay?
We don't have any of those blankets.
Right. It's not your house.
No, I remember him saying that he lost his watch.
And when did he say that?
After he... After he got home. Also,
I'll show you one more picture.
he sounded, the way he said, I don't know where my watch is. I don't feel a person would say that. A person would say it that way, knowing that, you know, they wore their watch if they did that. Are you saying he purposefully hurt?
We don't know what his purpose was. We just
Is
know
there-
he made a mistake.
How would he even do that? He's disabled.
That's a great
How would he
I know.
sneak out of the house,
Whoa.
get into the house,
Whoa.
stab somebody? Is it true that them? Is that true? Did you find DNA evidence?
We're not gonna. Yeah. So
There's no way he would do that.
There's some stuff that happened that we can't give you details
There's
about.
no way.
You have
There's no way.
from the beginning.
If he
Wait, if he's disabled, isn't they're both disabled?
There's no way. It's not possible. There has to be someone who planted evidence. There has to be some misunderstanding.
Damn, I've been subbing for so damn long.
At the thought of his own brother being responsible for the murder,
I don't think he's
Hunter
even acting a
appears
little
to
bit.
completely break down. Detectives realize he's now too emotional and overwhelmed to provide any more reliable information, so they decide to end the interview. Despite failing to secure a confession and not fully ruling him out as a suspect, still, they've learned something important. More insight into Levi, and confirmation that his watch was indeed at the scene.
No, I'm not saying he's disabled because his brother's disabled. I'm saying it's because they're twins. Earlier I asked, is there any difference in DNA between two twins? She said no. Then why is one disabled then?
But just outside the interrogation room, the boys' parents continue arguing with deputies. And with a lawyer coming to intervene, investigators are running out of time. If they want to secure an admission before the interview is shut down, they know they need to raise the stakes with Levi. So the detectives interviewing him finally move on from building rapport and shift the conversation to the scratches, testing whether his explanation matches the one he gave the day before.
Do you know what we're investigating?
What kind of t-shirt is that?
I mean, I know something happened down the street. Across the street. Right. In front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So we're trying to find out what happened.
I mean, I've already talked to FBI investigators. My cat had...
Yo, is that fucking Halloween? It says blood and it's fucking Halloween. Yo!
Randomly woke me up with all the lights off. Like, sitting on my neck. So he like scratched my face. I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. Usually, because of my disability as well, I used like a shower chair.
Yeah.
Because I can't really stand for that long without getting like super fatigued and falling, or just like walking around for too long. I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So I ended up literally falling, and I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think like around here, like right here.
Jeez.
So I don't know.
Did that cause you to bleed more?
Yes.
As Levi once again over-explains the incident, detectives notice he makes a point of emphasizing that the injuries became worse after he slipped in the shower. But something else in Levi's account immediately stands out. After mentioning his medical condition, detectives recall reviewing his records and discovering that Levi has cerebral palsy. This brings the detectives back to an earlier question. Not only is Levi just 13 years old, but his disability raises serious doubts about whether he was even physically capable of carrying out such a violent attack on his own, especially considering Sheila fought back. Investigators know Hunter is physically stronger, has no disability, and shares many of the same interests in true crime as his brother Levi. At this point, detectives are realizing they may have prematurely cleared Hunter, treating him more like a witness than a suspect, and in doing so, may have lost their chance to implicate him. But with the pressure mounting on Levi, this may be the perfect opportunity for him to turn on his brother. And for the first time during his interview, the bond between the twins is about to be truly tested.
We get in, and like 15 minutes later, Mom starts seeing a bunch of sirens outside, and she opens the window and she's like, "Oh my God, something happened to Denise." And me, already in a panicked, weird state, I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of ambulances outside, I started to freak out even more. I just felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us. And I started feeling even worse, just to the fact that the same night that something happened, or something like that had happened, that I had an injury of my own.
Although Levi never directly blames his twin brother for the murder, he seems more focused on how bad the situation already looks for him. And as the interview continues, it would only get worse, because detectives begin receiving critical updates from the house search that is still ongoing, and officers have started uncovering disturbing items. Inside Levi's bedroom, officers recover a journal containing violent writing and repeated references of wanting to kill someone. They also uncover a growing obsession with serial killers, books, online content, and material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular, Ted Bundy.
Fucko Nam. Is that it? Hold on. No, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, this is, yo, that's crazy.
6 years in the jungle.
What the fuck?
Serious?
Whoa! What? Alright. How many fucking edits are there? Ironic, I said, oh guys, the edits he does is like Giga Chad killer edits. It literally is! It literally is just killer edits. This is fucking insane.
Material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular, Ted Bundy. Detectives begin to realize this was far more than just a morbid curiosity. Over time, what began as an interest in true crime had evolved into something far darker for Levi. And now, detectives are left trying to determine whether this interest in violence had consumed them both. Because Levi and Hunter are twins, the blood DNA recovered at the scene is consistent with both of them. something detectives choose to intentionally keep from Levi. Instead, they plan to tell him that the DNA points specifically to him, hoping this pressure will make him crack. But if Levi is the criminal genius he thinks he is, he will easily be able to see through the detective's bluff.
So, you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been... Okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So, we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure. Because...
Okay,
I don't know, like... How is it my blood? Like...
That's what we're trying to find out.
Because I don't know why it would be in my house. In her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now.
Oh.
Remember we got those swabs from you? Well, we compared that to the blood in the house, and it's not only her blood, it's your blood mixed in with it.
Wow.
Through DNA testing.
I don't know what explanation I could give you, or even come up with. That would be equivalent to how that would happen.
There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it.
Now show him the watch.
You know?
Well, I have to wrap my brain around it first.
Yeah, so that's we need to wrap it around together. You know?
Can you help me with that?
I can, if you help me. I can help you if you help me.
How do I help you?
By telling me the truth.
I told you the truth, though.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
Well, I think you're about how you got hurt. We have your blood in her house, and we're trying to figure out how it got there. That's the bottom line.
Well,
that's the bottom line. I mean,
did you get my blood from somewhere?
We don't need your blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
Oh, I don't know. Would you tell me?
And how would they get it in the first place?
I didn't put your blood there.
I don't have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
I mean, I'm only 13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood in a house, but I mean, who knows?
Okay, this guy didn't call the bluff. He's just fucking brain dead.
You have for me, or like what?
Well, I want to get past this, and we're not getting past it. You don't know, I don't know, so we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm not sure if we can resolve it if I don't know and you don't know. Does you know?
Yo, this is a dead end. This guy is not adding new information about with this question or topic. Fucking move on. Like,
I mean, listen, I wholeheartedly believe that there's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters. You've got people who make mistakes.
I think I disagree with that personally.
Help us explain this.
What do you disagree with about that statement?
I just think that, you know, there's a lot of different types of people in the world. There's not monsters and people who commit mistakes.
Well, I'm simplifying things in terms of, you know, a crime, a murder, right? There's two types of people who would commit a murder. There's a monster, and there's people who make mistakes. Like his example of the...
Got carried away.
Well, if it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
No.
Still believing he's in control of the situation, Levi never asks for a lawyer or even his mother, and unsurprisingly, fails to catch the detective's bluff about his DNA. But while Levi remains convinced he's outsmarted the police, he has no idea that while the evidence uncovered in his room is already damning enough, what detectives are about to find on his phone will destroy any chance of walking free. Because before long, detectives would receive the final and most crucial breakthrough in the investigation.
Discord.
After searching the brothers' phones and social media activity, it begins to uncover a disturbing picture. Just one day after the murder, Levi writes, "This one was a fighter," and detectives realize this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment act. Levi had been planning a murder for months, with searches of how to choose the perfect victim, how to strangle someone, and how to defeat a police interrogation. And they would uncover even more evidence tying Levi—
How to defeat the police interrogation. Answer 1, call a lawyer. Answer 2, none. Okay, guy shows up there, chose the game. I mean, clearly this guy didn't even use his own answer.
Directly to the scene.
No
Not
AI
only was
here,
the
guys.
watch
I'm not gonna listen to
confirmed
that.
be Levi's, but inside his room, they discovered a shirt covered in Sheila's blood and gloves matching the ones from the crime scene. Now, even without a full confession, detectives know they have enough evidence to formally charge him. With this, both interrogations finally come to an end, and as a detective steps out to inform the parents that one of their young sons is an alleged killer, all they can do is stand in shock, silently waiting to hear their son's fate.
Yeah. This is their dad.
I'm Special Agent Ward with Beast Bureau Criminal Investigation. You see two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Now, there's some certain things I'm going to tell you that we have that are bad, okay? All right, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
What? What?
Yes.
No. Okay, I have more things to tell me.
Okay, I don't know what in the world happened. We're not talking to him anymore. I mean, he doesn't want to really talk.
Well, no, I'm gonna watch it. Usually I don't like watching people break down, but I have to be honest with you. I have a little bit less sympathy because how do you not monitor somebody's social media to the point where they have an account that has so many posts about being a straight fucking killer? Like the guy reads. There's a book out in the open that says "Killer killed. I will kill," buddy. But like, how does my mom would fucking turn my room upside down ever so often, and look at my shit. Yeah, she wouldn't go in like in a small compartment, but she'd go around and look at my shit. What about it? I wouldn't be able to hide a cigarette under my mattress.
You can keep talking.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world happened.
I don't know. No. No. Okay, sorry, what else?
I'm not doing this to...
I don't think you are.
I'm just trying to do my job, and
I'm in
so
shock.
am I calling.
What happens now?
I'm insulting what you're going to...
Let's find a way to blame the parents. It's not called blame. It's not called blame. There's a certain responsibility you have as a parent to at least do some fucking basic shit. Again, if your boy has t-shirts of fucking killer shit, has diaries of killer shit, all the social media are loaded with killer shit. They talk in videos about killer shit all the time, all day. They say, oh, there were no signs. There were no signs at all. I thought this guy liked butterflies. Fuck that. There has to be at least some type of accountability that can be taken by parents, and there should be. And there should be laws around it too. Fuck that. I don't give a shit.
Prosecutor's office.
It's out in the open.
He's only 13. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I know, honey, I know.
You watch killer shit every day, you jackass. I'm not a child. I'm not a fucking child. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know. Okay.
Somebody's job it is to monitor me if I was a child. Their job. Yo, when you're a parent, you now have a new job. You have to be a parent. It's your job description. That is literally your occupation by default. If you fail to fucking abide by those rules, if you have to do your job, you had the responsibility to do that. You fucked up. You're partly responsible.
No, it's not true. No. Oh God, I feel like such a over being so stern. I never.
You're a mom.
There's no way you could have known.
After finally learning what their son had done, Levi's family are left to come to terms with a devastating reality. With the overwhelming evidence against him, on November 10th, 2025, Levi Cart ultimately pleads guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, and strangulation in the killing of Sheila Tenpenny. And because of his age, Levi receives the maximum sentence allowed under juvenile law. He will remain in a juvenile facility until he turns 21, meaning he is expected to be released in 2033. But for Sheila's family, the outcome...
Chat, what can you do? What can you do? Chat, what can you do? I mean...
still doesn't feel like justice. Under juvenile sentencing laws, Levi cannot legally remain incarcerated beyond that age. And at Levi's sentencing, the lead investigator warned the court, telling the judge he made a mistake. It was good luck for us that he did, but in the future, is he going to learn from those mistakes?
Chat, they should have at least some supervised adulthood, ankle monitor or some shit like that, some check-ins with professionals. That's how it should be. It is at the very least.
That's what I'm concerned about. For the detectives involved in the investigation, there remains a terrifying possibility that Sheila was not the end of Levi's violence, but only the beginning of what he could be capable of. And while this case left Ohio shaken by a killer no one ever expected, our next case unfolds somewhere danger is never supposed to reach. Inside St. Vincent North Hospital, more than a dozen gunshots sent patients and doctors into lockdown as SWAT officers move floor by floor searching for the shooter.
Doors open. On lockdown. Shooter has not been located.
What?
This way.
That way. Just go
Wait.
that way.
Same.
With one person already dead, more than 70 rooms, and a maze of hallways to secure, police are forced into an intense race to stop the gunman before he finds another victim. To watch this exclusive Dr. Insanity episode, along with 3 more episodes from our
I just said that. I called it.
new Tubi series, click the link below and check it out now for free on Tubi.
I'm not going to redistribute paid content. I told you this, I don't do that. I'm not a criminal. Okay? I'm a React content streamer, which is almost a crime, but it's not. Okay? It's free, it doesn't matter, it's still redistributing. You need to understand something that I'm about to tell you, okay? Here's the lesson of the day. Here's the lesson in ethics on the internet, okay? If the guy clearly uploads this on another platform, there is a goal with that. The goal is he wants to probably grow that platform, make money there, control the content. There is a goal. By me redistributing this on Twitch and YouTube, I am breaching and I'm going against his goals. And that's unfair and stupid for him. For me to do to him. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So I watch what's on YouTube and leave it there. And then that's about it.
Yo, this is X on the beat, yo.
Okay. Wait, my voice as well.
That is.
Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy.